nowadays it has become a stereotype that any player who was even just half decent at Manchester United becomes a Ballon d'Or nominee and one of the best players in the world the moment he leaves that club. This really just shows that Manchester United is in the trenches. And the same is the case for Scott Mctominay. He was decent at Manchester United. Well, he was a hero for them because he was the one who won them many matches by his clutch moments. I hope and I think Manchester United fans will be missing him right now. But when he moved to Napoli at the start of the 24-25 season, everything just changed for him, for Napoli, and you could say also for Manchester United, but them finishing 15 was just bound to happen. Napoli were able to win the Serie A. Yup, and this will seem even more impressive to you guys when I will tell you that last season they were nowhere near. I think they were 9th or 7th in the 23-24 season. So yeah, that's a really big jump for Antonio Conte's side. And Scott McTominay played an absolutely crucial role in Napoli winning the Serie A. Manchester United will be furious that why does every single player leave them and become one of the best in the world? Well, in today's video, I'm going to be discussing his chances of winning the Ballon d'Or. Well, to be honest, anyone from Manchester United doesn't even have a chance, but now, as he is at Napoli, his 16 goals and 5 assists seem very impressive for a jailbreaker, and that too in the 50 matches he played in all competitions. In the Serie A, he had 0.37 goals per 90 and 0.49 GA per 90. His season-long XG was just 6.47, but surprisingly, he was able to overcome that by scoring 12 goals in the Serie A. He scored a goal every 245 minutes and he took a total of 33 shots, out of which 16 were on target. He scored a goal in every 5.5 shots he took and was able to successfully administer 545 out of his attempted 640 passes with an accuracy of 85.16%. He created 16 big chances and was able to successfully whip in 5 crosses. He was successful in 25 out of his attempted 57 dribbles. Well, to be honest, Scott McTominay is not that kind of player who would just dribble past most of the team. He is, techie kind of centimeter or CDM, you could say, who will be there in the box to score goals. He was dispossessed 31 times. He put in 31 tackles, won 133 ground duels and 39 aerial duels, and was dribbled past 15 times. Well, these stats might not seem that impressive to you all, but you have to bear in mind that he is a CDM, defensive holding midfielder, you could say that. He has been the most clutch player and the most important player for Napoli the past season. Although he isn't on the top scorers list because that's Romelu Lukaku, still these stats are absolutely amazing because these stats came in when Napoli needed him the most. And talking about his key performances, he scored 2 braces last season. One was against Empoli and the other was against Torino. And the most important, the one that will make Napoli fans remember him for a long time, was his goal against Cagliari that proved decisive, almost decisive, that ensured that Napoli would win the Serie A this season. Yup. Inter fans were, a little bit hopeful, but then Scott Mctominay came in, scored a goal, and crushed their hopes. Well, to be honest, if Scott McTominay is on the Ballon Do'r nominees list, why isn't Romelu Lukaku? I think that he also deserves a shout. Scott McTominay is also, I don't know, the first Scotsman in I don't know how many years to be nominated for this award, and they face to him because he has made his country proud. But the real question arises, are these stats and these trophies and his individual awards, which is, by the way, the Serie A Player of the Season? That's a big one, guys. Player of the Season defines him as the best player of the Serie A that season. But do you think that is he a Ballon d'Or winner type of material? He might not have the flashiest of the stats, not the most tackles, not the most eye-catching player, but the thing is that he gets the job done. And if I'm not wrong, one of the criteria for the Ballon d'Or is also the decisiveness of the player. That how much did he contribute to his team winning? Well, we can't argue about that. He was crucial to Napoli's success. So, if we take that into account, he stands a fair chance, but obviously he's not going to win it over the likes of Ashraf Hakimi, Nuno Mendes, Ousmane Dembele, Lamine Yamal, and Rafinha. There are many contenders, man, because of the trophies they have won. The Serie A on its own, I don't know, man. Bologna were the Coppa Italia winners, AC Milan were the Super Coppa winners, and Napoli weren't either in the European competitions. So one trophy and just the player of the season in that, it's absolutely brilliant, but still it is not enough for him to be lifting the Ballon d'Or. You may have noticed this inks on my hand. I don't know where it came from. Might have been this pen which has been leaking for a while. Let me get that fixed. Nevertheless, this was it for today's video. I'll catch you guys in the next one, and until then, adios.